Hi, everyone. I want to just send out this message to all of you wonderful standers, those of you who heroically are keeping your vow, the vow that you made to God in front of the altar, to each other, and in front of witnesses. You made a vow. You made a promise, a sacred promise, and you are standing for that promise because you have grace, you have integrity, you have faith. You have honor, and you have a grit and a courage that isn't much seen today in our culture. And I want to tell you, as someone who did not know anything about, never thought about this type of thing, never thought really about standards or what it takes to be a stander, and I know it takes a lot of God's grace. I just want to say that the more people find out about you, the more they are coming around to understand that this is a calling. It is part of your vocation. It is beautiful. It is rare. And that's the part that is kind of mind-boggling, because what you're doing isn't anything new, because of course the previous generations of Catholics did this for centuries and millennia. However, you are pioneers. Nobody today knows about this kind of courage or this type of fortitude in the face of mocking and ridicule and condescension and all that. But I will say that any pioneer, and that's what you've become, because again, people used to do this. This is not common. People don't know that this is what you're still supposed to do as a Christian. The pioneers, those first forerunners, aren't really known, and they're seen as crazy and they're talked down to. But I want you to know that even if you feel like you're unseen, you are seen to God, and you are seen because you are forging a path that not many people want to do or even know about. And so that's going to be your lot in life, is that you're doing something that most people don't know about, couldn't do themselves necessarily, but with your paving the way, again, you're unknown because there are so few of you now, but you are paving the way for a huge wave in the future of people who are going to go down this route of standing. I absolutely know this. I get more and more emails every single week about this. And people who are not sure if they want to stand, and then when I just simply tell them the truths of our faith and that this is what God calls people to. This cross is difficult, but it has not been uncommon over the centuries. And when people understand that, they actually start to open up and say, you know what, I've actually never felt closer to Christ than in my determination to stay faithful. Because fidelity has a name, and his name is Jesus Christ. So I just want to encourage you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I believe, and you know this, hopefully if you've heard anything I said, I believe you guys are heroes. I think you are unsung, unknown heroes. I think the only thing that matters is that you are a hero to God Almighty and his mother and his angels. And I thank you for being Christ-like in your witness and standing for your sacred promises and your spouse, just as Christ stood for his promises and his very terrible spouse, that would be us. So thank you, because you are setting the stage and setting a witness for others that actually is going to save souls. And not only the soul of your spouse, and not only your own soul, but the souls of your children, the souls of so many countless people who are coming after you, and they don't know anything about it, and you are now bursting on the scene. So please know that I love you guys. I'm praying for you. I'm humbled before you, because I am honored to even know many of you. And just please know, God sees all, and this is worth something. It is huge. And again, you are trailblazers. You are the unsung heroes. Thank you. I can only thank you. JP2 in Familiaris Consortio, he thanks you. He thinks you should be witnesses for the church, for the world, and I do too. So please persevere. It is worth it. Your crowns in heaven will be great, and your mansions are being prepared. And hopefully even on this earth, you will taste so much of his glory. And anyway, God bless you all.